Welcome back to Living Local. Thank you for tuning in with us today. So driving around the Quad Cities, you may have noticed some signs in people's yards saying that they made the switch to MetroNet. Now the company is growing fast, now bringing fiber internet and other services to more than 100 communities across the country. Now highly trained professionals are behind the scenes working to make each install a success. And so joining us here today, we have Rick Laga, and he is the lead technician in this segment sponsored by MetroNet. Thank you for being here with us today. All right, so let's first tell us a little bit more about MetroNet for those who maybe haven't seen those signs or the various trucks around the Quad Cities. So
MetroNet is 100% fiber optics internet. We also offer phone and television for residential and business. We offer packages between 100 megabytes to 1,000 megabytes per second, which is also a gig per second. So it's 100% fiber optics all the way from our huts all the way to the house.
And fiber optic, for those who maybe don't know, it is much faster than your traditional Wi-Fi services, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
So fiber optics, it's an RF light that travels to the core of glass. And what we do is we actually splice the glass to turn two pieces of glass into one piece. And whereas traditional copper wiring or coax, it's frequencies that travel down that copper.
Okay, fantastic. I'm learning so many things right now. Okay, so what kind of training do the different technicians that actually come out and do these installs, what kind of training do they receive?
So we do have MetroNet University, where the technicians travel down to Evansville, Indiana for a week, and they get all the training on the equipment and how to splice the fiber. And then we also get training on like Cat 5 and Cat 6 and terminating the ends so that you can build a whole home network.
Okay, and it's really important for people to be trained as they're doing this work, right?
Correct.
Okay, fantastic. Now, there's nothing worse, obviously, than waiting for hours and hours as people are coming to make an install for whether that be cable or internet. Now, but you are trying to make it a little bit more convenient for customers. Tell us about that.
So we currently do have 2-hour appointment windows. So between the times of 8 and 10, 10 to 12, 1 to 3, and 3 to 5, and we also have 5 to 7. So I know from our past, it was installs go up to 3 to 5s, but the 5 to 7s are mostly just repairs. We also have on-call technicians, so if a business goes down and they need someone out there to get the internet up, say like 9 o'clock at night, we can send a technician out to repair that service.
Okay, fantastic. So anytime they need it, you all are there to help them out. Okay, super important there too. Now obviously you leave no stone unturned in the install process. Tell us exactly how it works, because it is a pretty unique service that you provide.
Yeah, so the first step in the install process is to go to the house, and pretty much you're going to scope out the whole entire house and just come to an agreement with the customer of where the equipment's going to go and how the fiber is going to be ran through the house. Mm-hmm. The second step is obviously make sure the service is at the terminal to make sure the light is there from the fiber. And then after that, we just run a drop or a fiber wire from the house through a conduit system that's running underneath the ground, and it goes right to the terminal. And then we install a NID or a house box, a network interface device on the side of the house. And that's where the fiber terminates from outside to inside. And then from there, we can either bring the fiber directly to the modem, or we can run Cat 6 from the modem to the router.
Okay, fantastic. And about how long does it take from start to finish, would you say?
So it could vary. I mean, I've had installs where it took me an hour. And then I've also had installs where it took me 9 hours to do.
Wow.
It depends on how difficult how the house is built. If I prefer to go through the basement, and if I have to fish through the basement because there's drywall, it could be stuff like that that can be a roadblock, but we'll still get it through.
Absolutely. Now, what kind of troubleshooting do you do as you are kind of going through these installs and maybe even just evaluating what steps you're going to have to take?
So what I generally do is I like to check light levels at every fail point. So that means I will obviously check the light levels at the terminal, and once it gets to the house box, I'm going to check the light levels to see how much loss I have on the signal. If there's like a lot of loss is probably either a bad splice or something happened to the drop while we were pulling it through. So just testing at every fail point to make sure that you have your service.
Okay, fantastic. And making sure people have what they need, of course. And is that what you enjoy most about what you do?
Yeah, I really enjoy being outside in the weather, being in control of how the job is going to be ran. That's what I like the most. And I mean, it's kind of like freedom, but at the same time, you just know what you got to do to get something done.
Yeah, and get the job done and get it done right. All right, well, thank you so much, Rick, for being here with us today.
Okay.
Now, once again, this segment was sponsored by MetroNet, and if you want to learn some more information, you can visit metronetinc.com, and we've also got those details posted over on our website at ourquadcities.com.